Today we have Matthew chapter 8, verses 23 through 27. Jesus calms the storm. When he got into the boat, his disciples followed him. And behold, a violent storm developed on the sea, so that the boat would be covered by the waves. But Jesus himself was asleep. And they came to him and woke him, saying, "Save us, Lord, we are perishing." And he said to them, "Why are you afraid, you men of little faith?" Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the sea, and it became perfectly calm. The men were amazed, and said, "What kind of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him?" First notice that the disciples followed Jesus, and then came the violent storm on the sea. The boat was covered in waves, but Jesus was asleep, unbothered. His disciples were filled with fear and believed that they would die in the storm. So they woke him up, saying to save them. Jesus replies, "Why are you afraid, you men of little faith?" Then he got up, rebuked the winds and sea, and he became perfectly calm. The men were amazed, and said, "What kind of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him?" Consider your own life as you started to follow Jesus. The storms in your life started to make you fearful. Maybe you thought that following him would end all your problems, when in reality, it stayed the same or got worse. But right before your problems overtake you, Jesus comes to save you. You reach out to him, and he takes you through the situation. Jesus is not here to take away the storms and give us an easy life, but he is here to bring us through them. Have faith that God is working things out in your favor, that each situation will grow your character and make you into who he needs you to be. Verse 26 shows us that God is perfectly able to stop the storm when he sees fit. So trust him and understand that you are going through that for a reason. Verse 27 exemplifies that Jesus is God. No one has the power to do these things but God. And this reminds me of Job chapter 38, verses 8 through 11. Or who enclosed the sea with doors, when it went out from the womb bursting forth? When I made a cloud its garment, and thick darkness its swaddling bands? And I placed boundaries on it, and set a bolt and doors. And I said, As far as this point you shall come, but no farther, and here your proud waves shall stop. In Job 38, it's God speaking to him, letting him know that he's the one that did all these things. So we're able to use that or see that and go back to this verse and say, because they asked, who are you that you can do all these things? Well, only God can do all these things, making him God. That'll be all for today. See you tomorrow.